Well, good morning, World Wide Web. How's it going? Hello, TikTok. Hello, YouTube. I'm coming to you live today from Tennessee. Hello there, that six-figure Baldy. I already see that you're on. And hello, TikTok. I'm sorry, YouTube, right? I get a little confused. So I've got you over here on YouTube and you here on TikTok. Now, the thing is this is that you know who I am. You've seen me talking about digital marketing. I'm here to share an opportunity with you, specifically realtors. Like, I am so concerned about my fellow realtors, and here's why. Because for the first time ever, our industry is being compromised by internet.com. It's by being compromised by inconsistent income. And I know that for the next 10 years of my career in real estate, I'm not going to be able to enjoy everything in real estate as easily as I was in the last 36 months. Why? Because the Zillows of the world are stealing their business from me. The internet.com is creating buyers that are iBuyers and are eliminating the realtor role altogether. And I am looking to partner with another stream of income that is going to allow me to keep doing what it is that I love to do, but also make an income that is what I need to have to create and to get me into my financial goals for the future. My goals are big. My goals are to retire at 55 years old. That's 11 years away. Because I'm in real estate and I decided to get into real estate and in my young 20s, I knew that I was going to be able to have a lot of money come to me throughout the period of my year, which would allow me to use that income as a vehicle to increase my assets, to help me to put money away for retirement, to allow me an opportunity to invest my money into something else. You see, I didn't choose a fixed income because I wanted to utilize money as a vehicle to get me there. So what's happened is over the years, I have had the opportunity to invest in other properties, to run a property management business, to have an income stream of renters coming in and bringing me monthly income, which is fun, which is also known as passive income. If you own rental properties and you get paid every month on the first, that is called passive income. So because I'm in real estate, because I absolutely love to explore in the passive income business, for the last 5 years, I've been studying on how to create an income online. Now, let me tell you where we are now. Where we are now is 5 years into the future. Just 5 years ago in 2019, it was like spaghetti. You had to pay for so many services to all be hooked up to each other to basically make an income online. What's happened is people have gotten smarter. Apps have been developed. You have teachable platforms that are out there on the e-learning industry. Did you know that the e-learning industry is $1 billion a day business? In 2019, the e-learning industry was $900,000 annually. Then fast forward to 2023, quarter one. Quarter one in the e-learning industry was $1 billion quarter. Right now, here we are, 2024. Listen closely. We are $1 billion a day in the e-learning industry. Now, why e-learning? Well, how many people do you know that are going to college online? How many people? I mean, I know so many people. I mean, a lot of the guys that are on here, girls and guys, I'm a Gen Xer. I was a 1980 baby, been in the real estate business for almost 2 decades. I am 44 years old. My goals are to retire at 55, right? Gen Xer all the way. We were not born with the internet.com, right? But we had to learn how to use it. I mean, how many of us are Gen Xers that remember their great grandparents' rotary phone? Right? Let's start there. We started with the rotary phone. Then we moved to the phone attached to the wall with the 60-foot cord so that mom could be on the phone and yell at us down the hall and wake us up every morning for school. Then we have the cigarette lighter charger for the bag cell phone, right? So that was our technology that we've been growing up with. We've had to change with the times because the times are changing. So here's what I want to bring to you. When we were in high school, we were taught, hey, graduate from high school, go to college, graduate from college, go out there, find a career that's going to let you be with them and have a tenure of 10, 15, 20 years. Let them contribute to your pension plan, to your stock portfolio, to all these things. But what's happening is that those of us who did do that realized real quickly that what they taught us in high school to have a career is not exactly happening anymore. Business is changing. The way people are getting paid is changing. There's not a lot of options that are out there anymore. I know very few. And one of my, there's plenty of companies that are out there that still offer pension and will still allow you to, be with them forever, but they're few and far between. They really, really are. There's only a few companies that are out there that actually pay you for what it is that you're worth, pay you for a period of your life's time for an opportunity for progress. That's what a career is. So because I became very aware of where we were going in the business world, how people were getting paid, and of course I'm watching. Here's the thing. There's this thing called pattern recognition. Who in here has seen that the world is moving digitally? I love that I live in the era that I live in now because I had no idea how convenient Amazon was, right? I sometimes find myself going to the store, to the grocery store to go for one item. What happens is I come home with all this other stuff other than the one item, but I've just spent 1.5 hours of my day in the store, another 47 minutes total just to get to the property, just to walk in the store, just to get through there. Now I've spent almost a quarter of my 8 hours of my day just trying to get the items that I needed done. But now I get home and realize the whole reason I went to the store is for this one product that I didn't come home with. So what am I going to do? I'm going to use my personal assistant called Amazon. And I'm going to be like, well, you know what? I'm going to have to pay $4 extra because I need it here at 7 a.m. in the morning so that I can, complete my responsibility that I need to do to make this item happen, right? So that's what we're doing. Digital marketing is all around us. Let's talk about COVID. After COVID, what was the thing that came back? The QR code was a little early, right? But now what's happened is we have conditioned the general public to now not reach for a menu, but instead to look for a QR code on their table so that they can see what the menu looks like. But wait a minute, I'm nostalgic. I want a menu, right? Why do I have to scan a QR code, which means I'm going to a restaurant to be served? Now I've got to self-serve myself by clicking on a QR code, by utilizing my phone, my data, my information just to see a menu at a restaurant that I want to be in. You see, you guys, business is changing. The way world works is changing. So for those of you who are looking to make the same amount of income that you're used to making, why not partner up with some skills that you're already used to having? How many of you have posted something on Facebook? I'm in real estate. All realtors love to advertise when they have a closing. It's a picture of a happy couple that just closed and the sign that says, I love my realtor. We realtors love to put that out there on the World Wide Web, right? How about you people who are looking to save a weekend from having a garage sale, but instead have some valuable items that are in your garage and you simply want it gone? You're not even concerned about making money. You just simply want it gone. What are you doing? You're posting beautiful pictures on Facebook Marketplace. And oh, by the way, within 6 to 12 hours, you're going to have it gone from your property. Mission accomplished, right? So that's what's happening with digital marketing. Now, here is where I absolutely love this space. So I was told for 2 hours a day, if I work on my business and I show up with a CEO mindset and I'm willing to be coachable, that I can be successful in digital marketing. Why? Because I am a part of a proven system that actually has a community of other people who are all learning the same skill set, who are all wanting to understand and learn quickly how to advance our skills into the digital space. There are so many people and companies and really responsibilities as a consumer that are forcing you to have to learn digital marketing. So the wonderful thing about this program is that I realized that if I'm out there trying to figure out how to make money online, how to earn a second side hustle, if you will, how to make a significant money, not just $20,000 extra a year, although hello, wouldn't that be fantastic? I'll never forget about 5 years ago when I started trying to figure out how to make an income online. I put pen to paper. I put pen to paper and I realized, wow, it cost me $40,000 annually to live in Dallas, Texas, United States of America, right? I run a global business, you guys. That's why I'm saying USA. Hello, TikTok. But that's the thing. I knew over time, because I already ran a business with my real estate career. So I'm very aware of what it is that I spend monthly on my business, what it is that I spend on my personal life, and what it takes for me to operate and live comfortably as an American. So I know that just me, period, I need $40,000 to live an exciting life. That's to pay my bills, my mortgage, my rent, my car payment, my entertainment, my groceries, my gas, all the things. So if I broke down $40,000 a year, that means I really just need to make sure that I'm able to make $3,000 guaranteed income, $3,600. What? $3,600 guaranteed income month over month over month. Everything else was just bonus. Yes, bonus, right? Everything else is get to do what I want to do, which means, hello, I'm into real estate and I love reading Dave Ramsey and Robert Kiyosaki books. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that extra income and I'm going to probably put it into an asset that eventually is going to be utilized as a vehicle that allows me to make another income called passive income, right? But we live in a world where the marketing is changing, business is changing, people are getting paid differently. I was recently on a call the other day and heard that Bitcoin is going to be something that we are going to absorb and be the best at as American citizens in the years to come, right? If you're not aware of Bitcoin, it's coming. So see what I'm saying? You got to get out of the trenches. And if you're in 2024 and you don't have an online income or you're not even thinking about it, let me help you. Come with me. I'm sharing an opportunity with you because I want you to see what I see. Take my scars and learn from them. You guys, I have put $20,000 into learning how to figure out digital marketing. And the only reason that I am here right now is because finally it is simple enough for someone just like me to understand. It was so complicated before. It was so complicated before. And oh, by the way, everybody that wanted to show me how to do it, they wanted $100 out of me. They wanted $100, $50, $80, everything that I was trying to hook together because I was trying to figure it out on my own. Who's been there? Type one in the comments. Have you been there before where you're like, well, this girl's giving me a PDF and this girl's showing me how to do it on a Loom video and I can pay $50 and figure out how to do it on my own. But what you're going to find is you're going to go for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and you're still going to be trying to figure out how to hook this system up. So one day I'm scrolling on TikTok and I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe my eyes. You guys smash that follow button on TikTok. Please help me out. I'm trying to reach 50 subscribers. But here's the thing. One day I'm scrolling on TikTok and I see this woman. And she says, I want to help you earn a living online. And if you're willing to do 3 things, which is show up like a CEO, be willing to spend 2 hours a day on your business and have a coachable mindset, you too can make a 6-figure income in a very short time. Well, because I'd already been looking, I'd already been searching, I knew what she was talking about. I have spent 5 years and $20,000 trying to figure it out. And let me tell you, it only left me frustrated. It only left me feeling even more insecure where I almost gave up. I'll never forget in 2022, I'm sitting with my financial planner. I'm alone. I'm single. I'm unmarried. No one's in my life to help me. I'm 17 years in a career that is a real estate career. It's a very lonely career if all you're doing is real estate. And I looked at my certified financial planner and I said, what's my number? I got to know my number because I'm going to have to push the pedal to the metal and get busy making it because nobody's going to show up for me. Nobody's going to show up for you guys. Nobody. It is up to you. We all know at this point that inflation can happen. We all know at this point that interest rates can happen. We all know at this point, specifically talking about real estate, that the real estate prices in the history of the world are the highest that they've ever been. And once they go the highest, chances are they're not coming down. So now we all have to adjust and level up to figure out how in the heck we are going to make it in this world that doesn't really seem to care about us. doesn't really seem to care about us. Did you know that 80% of people have two jobs? They have a career that they spend 40 hours a week at, and they're trying to run a family. And now on Saturdays, they're having to go to the local Sephora and work for $10 an hour and trade 14 hours of their weekend just to make ends meet. Well, I mean, if you're going to work for Sephora, guess who's going to take that 25% out of your check before you ever see it? That's right. So is it really worth it? So here's what I'm here to share with you. For 2 hours a day, I can show you how to make $900 a day. Now, this is a trick question, so listen closely. Would you rather spend 10 hours a day making $10 an hour, and then at the end of the day, you have $80? Or would it make more sense to spend 2 hours a day on your business and make $900 daily, right? You see, I believe that there's this thing called focused intensity over time equals unstoppable momentum. That's what this is. Now, if you're a business owner, you know that no business makes a business that doesn't have blood, sweat, and tears in it, right? It took me about 5 years to get my business in real estate off the ground, and I'm so glad that I did it. I'm so glad that I did it, because here's where I'm at now. Now I have a sphere of influence that like, know, and trust that I'm going to be able to solve their real estate problems, and they call me. But the thing is this, with real estate, it's not a store. I don't have 123 Main Street where you're coming in once a week and buying the hottest new item that I have just brought back from market. No, my real estate business helps families who actually move every 5 to 7 years, right? 5 to 7 years. So I'm not getting business year over year over year, because most people don't move but every 5 to 7 years. Now, the cool thing is that my clients are always being educated, especially my people who are getting ready to be empty nesters, their first kids going off to college. Guess what conversation we're having? We're talking about, now, you know what we need to do? We need to figure out what college town they're going to, and we need to buy an investment property. And you need to become the landlord and let your kid go recruit the roommates. And then now all their little moms and dads are paying you, the parent who has the real estate. And then when your kid actually walks away and graduates from real estate, now you have an asset that's worth so much more and was operating, and you're going to get refunded back all that money that you put out there to allow your kid to have an amazing, safe place to stay while they were in college, right? Those are the conversations that I'm having. If you're lucky enough to get to work with me in real estate, you get these benefits because I'm always looking out for you. Now, that's the reason, if you look at my handle, that I chose dailywealthonline.com, because wealth is wisdom. And I'm operating with people who have the largest asset in the history of their lives. And I'm helping them to utilize it as a vehicle to make them income, to make them have a legacy worth living, to give them generational wealth. That's why I want to introduce to you what it is that I'm doing. So what it is that I have is a digital product. Now, there's 4 price points on the digital product, but let's just talk about the number one seller. And oh, by the way, I get it. Inflation's happening. We can barely afford our grocery bill. You're having to cut out all of your luxury items. I understand. But when you have an opportunity to change your reality and to give you and your family the freedom of getting out of the way of the creditors, get away from harassments, the letters, the phone calls, the emails, get away from all of that, 5 credit cards maxed out at 28%. Did you know that the lenders are telling me that 50% of their loan applications have been through the roof lately? And you want to know why? People are not buying a home. They're going to the lenders to say, I have got to get out of this credit card debt. I have 5 credit cards maxed out. I can barely pay the bills. They're charging me 28%. So not only are they robbing Peter to pay Paul, which breaks my heart, because as a realtor, I believe that you should be able to use your largest asset to benefit your family. But what's happening in this administration is that they're robbing you of your equity of your home. So now you can barely afford to pay your credit card. So you're having to call your lender and say, is there any way that I can wipe out this credit card debt, because I'm paying 27% times 5, and I have a mortgage that I could actually refinance, take that equity out, and pay these suckers off and start fresh and get out from underneath that rock. That's what I'm talking about, you guys. So if you have time to spend your hours on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, scrolling, you are the content. You are the product. I'm sorry, you are the product, right? If you are on the screen and you go and look at your settings right now and you see that you have accumulated 12 to 13 hours average weekly of screen time, guess what? You are the product. So why not be the person who provides value to people to show them where they're going, to give them an in-demand skill that, oh, by the way, we're going to have to know. So because I'm traveling this week, I don't have my board behind me. So those of you who follow me, you don't see my board. I'm in Tennessee this week. My grandmother turned 93 on the 16th. So I got to fly up here yesterday from Dallas to Tennessee and see her. And I'm so excited to be in her world. It's just so good to see her. I think I brought her a little bit of joy. I hope so. I hope she's excited. But here's where I'm at. I don't have all my visual aid, if you will. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share an opportunity that is going to change your family's life, but you got to be ready. I mean, here's the thing. I need 3 things from you. Be coachable, because we have a proven blueprint and we show you exactly what to do. All you have to do is show up and implement the system. If you're willing to do that, if you're willing to have a CEO mindset, why a CEO mindset? Because you just bought a business. You just bought a business that if you spend time in your business and you do the things that I tell you to do, because you've got to be coachable, then in 6 months to a year, you could be faced with something so terrible as 6 figures in your bank account. What? And then not only that, but you may even be faced with an opportunity to look down at your other career and go, wait a minute. I spend a year at this other career making $60,000 a year. I just did 6 figures in 6 months, paying attention for 2 hours a day, spending time on my business and sharing my product with the World Wide Web that has 5 billion monthly subscribers to the World Wide Web. You guys, we only have 8.8 billion people in the world. 5 billion are on social media. Okay, let's talk about fishing. Let's say, I mean, my brother's a fisherman, right? Let's say I got a pond of 100,000 fish over here and a pond of 5 billion fish over here. If I wanted to have a rock and kick butt time and I invite all my friends from high school over and we've got, barbecue and we're going to be fishing all day, am I going to invite them over and go fishing in the 100,000 fish pond? Or do we go over here to the 5 billion fish and man, we're talking about these memories for the rest of our lives, right? Like, doesn't that make sense? So you guys, here's the thing. If you're interested in what it is that I'm doing, go to dailywealthonline.com, hit that follow button up there. My handle's here. You're going to see me all over the World Wide Web. Why? Because this is a non-negotiable. I am done dealing with inconsistent income. I am done getting paid disproportionately to who it is that I am and the efforts that I put forward in my real estate career. I am done fighting for every penny, every dime because somebody wants a rebate or somebody's threatening me to go and utilize a .com business that they don't care about your fiduciary duties. They're just there to get a paycheck, right? I'm not going to go forward in this world with knowing that that's what my future looks like. I have big goals. I have big goals, and I'm so thankful for real estate for allowing me to think big because they always push me outside my comfort zone. So here's what I'm telling you. I'm 44 years old. My name's Ashley. I'm a realtor. I've been in the real estate business for almost 2 decades, recently a broker. And guess what? My goals are to walk away from production at 55. That's 11 years. That's 11 years from now. Now, what could happen is that my efforts into this digital marketing space, because I'm learning an in-demand skill in an e-learning industry that's doing $1 billion a day. You guys, in 2019, $900,000 annual was all this business was doing, the e-learning space, right? 2023, fast forward, first quarter, we did $1 billion first quarter. 2024, we're doing $1 billion a day. By 2027, they're projecting that this is $1 trillion a year business. Do you see where I'm going? I'm not making this up. Look around you. Look around you. So why not have an opportunity to go with a community that's all going to be pushing you to do the same thing? You guys, my skills that I'm learning are through the roof. For the first time since COVID, and I hate to use that word, but it's the truth, so just listen closely. For the first time since COVID robbed me of my freedoms. COVID robbed me of my freedoms and my ability to believe in myself. I believe that it put this huge curse on our nation and made us lazy. I really do. And I feel that I am suffering from it because it put fear in my heart. For the first time ever as an American, it put fear in my heart. And it also made me lazy. And I have been lazy for 48 months and I am sick and tired of being sick and tired. And let me tell you what this new opportunity with dailywealthonline.com has done. It has given me self-confidence because I am kicking ass and taking names and I am learning things that I never thought possible. And for the first time, you're looking at a girl that just is about to monetize. guys. I haven't done it yet, but I am on my way because of the digital marketing skills that I have learned. Let me tell you what I did on Sunday. I wish I could show you on my phone, but my phone is right here. I built out another YouTube channel because I was smart enough with the tools that were given to me inside my dailywealthonline.com program that showed me how to go and think even bigger, because now I understand it. Someone took the time to show me how to set up my payment links, to show up my domain. Now, when you go to dailywealthonline.com, I own that domain. That's my domain. That's my landing page. And once you look at my domain landing page, that thing was put together by copywriters and marketing advertisers that utilize descriptive words that help you and show you that you want to be a part of this thing. So because this page is converting at a high level, I know that every time somebody puts their email into my landing page, that it takes 1 in 20 to make $900 a day. And when you're utilizing the World Wide Web of 5 billion users monthly, on TikTok, it's 1.4. On YouTube, hi YouTube, it's 2.4. 2.4 monthly using subscribers. So if I'm out there and my social media is constantly being fed to billions of people, you better believe that someone's going to resonate with me and hear my message. And they're going to know, and trust that I can solve their problem. And the problem and the symptoms that you have is you are sick and tired of living paycheck to paycheck. You are sick and tired of having to spend all this money and no one seems to be helping you. And you're sick and tired, Gen Xers, of being told, oh, go to school, go get a job. And then all of a sudden you look 15 years later and you're like, wait a minute, I've been contributing to my stock market account for 17 years. Where's the money that I was told that I was going to have? Oh, it's because that over the years you had to pay for some of the consequences that you made. Maybe you did bad spending. Maybe there was 1 year where you were unemployed. You don't know what happens to everybody, but why not get a chance to figure out how to get ahead? And the thing is this program that I have is going to empower you in so many ways. I mean, in so many ways. And oh, by the way, if you're a business owner, guess what you get to do? You get to kick Constant Contact to the side. No more $99 a business. You get to kick ZenTap, Hootsuite, all these other platforms that you were using just to stay in front of your sphere of influence. You get to kick them off to the side. Now you just made an income of $400 a month because it's not an expense. Because for one time, you can buy a digital marketing product, go in and put your clientele. I have my top 225. I call it my VIP clients, right? My top 225 people out of 6,000 emails that I have. I communicate with them on a monthly, on a weekly basis, because I know the importance of staying in front of your sphere of influence. The only way that I'm going to continue to be able to do business in this life is to make sure that I'm reminding the people who already know, and trust that I can solve their problem. So now that I'm coming with this new thing, it's not that I'm getting out of real estate. I absolutely love what I'm doing, but I'm actually helping others to realize that they can pick up a side hustle for 2 hours a day and work it every day, and know that in 6 months to a year, you will have another stream of income that may give you 6 figures to 7 figures annually. People in our community have just busted through the line that was originally put there was 6 figures in 90 days. Now we had someone just do 6 figures in 60 days, right? So it's exciting stuff that's happening. Now, here's the thing. I simply want you to make sure to hit that follow button. I'm going to be coming to you daily on this channel. I'm sorry that today's a little weird. I'm sweating over here. I've got my phone on the window. I've got YouTube over here. So I'm having to compromise and shift a little bit. But that's the good thing, is that I can do this business from anywhere. So from anywhere in the world, I am operating in Tennessee, where my home base is Dallas, and I am able to talk to you about this program. Now, here's the thing. I don't ever open it up for questions, but I'm going to just stop talking because maybe you want to ask me a question or two. How about this? Thanks for the follow there, buddy. I appreciate it. MG, I don't have my glasses on. Let me put them on. Thank you for the follow. Do you have any questions about what it is that I'm talking about? I want to give everybody the opportunity to ask me anything. I'm an open book. Oh, I want to share this with you. We do have a webinar this week. So that's the good news, is that we invite you in to see what it is that we're doing so that you can know. I usually have an iPad that I share with you. Our school, which is a community that Alex Hormozi put together. It's a way for us to communicate. It's kind of like a Facebook group, but it's our own virtual office. So no matter what we're talking about, it's only digital marketing business, right? And like I mentioned to you this week on Sunday, I built out a YouTube channel because I knew what I was looking for. So I have another YouTube channel that has nothing to do with dailywealthonline.com. In fact, it has something to do with quizzes and riddles, because I've learned that in YouTube, the way that you become monetized is to have 1,000 subscribers or 4,000 watch hours. So that means that if I put it out there right now, it will be evergreen. Has anybody ever heard of evergreen? Do you know what that means in the online community? Evergreen means that once you put it out there, it's out there forever. So, I mean, the funny story is I've got nieces that are like, 14 and 16 and 10. And so my thought process is, if I do this now and in 10, 20 years, they go and look up Ashley Westbrook with dailywealthonline.com, my videos are going to live forever. My videos are going to be living forever. And this is a generational business. So one day I may have to have, well, I already have one, but there's going to be an electronic beneficiary. Have you heard that term yet? Isn't that crazy? Have you heard of an electronic beneficiary? Do you know what that means? It means for people who have a business online that you are beneficiarying someone to run your digital business if, in fact, you die or pass on, right? Like, that just tells you that the world is changing on how we make money. The world is allowing everyone to become an entrepreneur should you want to do it. Maybe you only want to make $100 extra a day. Done. We have that available to you. And we also have the opportunity for you to put it on layaway if you want to. We have this thing called P plans, where if you can't afford to put it all or to pay for it all right now, fine. Pay for it. Just get involved. I mean, who doesn't have $100 a week, right, to blow? I mean, I know very few people that if we really, really got down to it, I bet we could cut out your coffee expenses, maybe 2 or 3 of your streaming channels. I can find you $100 anywhere, okay? I really can. But the thing is this, is you got to want it. You've got to want to be able to understand and learn these skills. And these skills are so easily taught within our community because we show you module by module by module with an online interactive mentor, right? So this is a 100% profit business. So let's say MJ, I think that's your name, buddy. Let me go back and look. MG, let's say MG, that you decide to go up here to dailywealthonline.com and that you put your email in because you want that link to the webinar this week, okay? So because you're talking to me and because this is a non-negotiable to me, I have to program my automatic emails. So every week that I get the webinar link, I'm simply going to go into my System.io account and manipulate my email that's going to go out to you to say, hey, MG, here's the link for that webinar. And oh, by the way, don't worry. I'm going to make sure that when the webinar is on live, that I'm going to send you a link at 12 o'clock and you're going to be able to hop on. Hop on, no problem, right? Because you're dealing with me. It's a non-negotiable. This is what I've signed up to do. I have been in this business for 100. I think today, gosh, I was doing so good. I need to add my days up. I think today is 155 days since I started my digital marketing business. And the great thing is when you get into it, you're so excited. You're so excited and you're like, oh my God, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. And guess what? You can go. You can go immediately because within our program in school, we have these content information. So I could get going and get my links set up right now in 2 hours and then be ready to take it to market. Now, when I say to market, I basically mean take it to social media. And so you take this product to social media. We have a content vault. We have a content vault that shares with you hooks and CTAs and ways to attract people who like, know, and trust that you have a problem that you can solve for that person. So you can get started immediately and start building your sphere of influence on your social media marketing program. Now, also within the classroom, we have a Canva tutorial. Canva is free and it's a great tool that we show you how to do. I didn't start using Canva in my program until I still don't even use it actually. I use it for other things, but I haven't even really used it yet, but I do know that I have access to it. Then there's another thing called posting free ads. You see, we have about 30 websites that have high traffic visits from all over the world because you're running a global business. So all you have to do is use the copy paste method to copy these ads, put them on separate free ads. And the great thing about Canva is that you can put your own marketing spin on it, right? If you're in real estate, which I am, I'm trying to attract realtors and be like, look, guys, you've got hope. This is hopeful for you because you already know a little bit about it. You're already posting a little bit about, your closings on Facebook. People know that you're in real estate on Facebook. Maybe you've got some other experience. So the skills that come with this is if you can scroll, you can do this business. Now, the other bonus content that you can get, because I do have people who can't show their face. So if you cannot show your face on social media, no big deal. We have a faceless empire that we share with you on how to become successful, how to have a successful digital marketing space with faceless. Now, how many of you have seen the quotes with the music in the background and the likes and the cute life quotes? That's a faceless empire. That's a faceless marketing tool. So it can be done. There's people doing it all over. And the beautiful thing about it is you can start another channel. If you wanted to test the market, which you'll learn down the road if you want to do that, I'm going to test the market because I already know, because I've been studying this field for a few years, that I want to have a net out there. I want to have a net out there of a few places that are already familiar with me, that are linking up, and people are going to become exposed to me and see me more prevalent and begin to know and trust what it is that I have that is going to change their life. It says I have 7 new messages, but I'm not. Okay. Hey, MG, how can I get someone to go through with the steps with me they did with you? Okay. So usually I have an iPad, but I don't today. So it's real simple. All you do is go to dailywealthonline.com. If you'll put your name, your email into Daily Wealth Online, you're going to have a video that comes up, and it's a 13-minute video. It's going to share with you more information about it. And then we will show you how to do it on the webinar. Actually, the webinar is probably going to be a little bit of a Q&A, but you can go to my YouTube channel. I'm working on tips, tools, tricks, and other hacks on my dailywealthonline.com to share with you some of the tools and the tips that I have learned along the way, and I want to share with you. The steps are so easy because it's just a simple process. You start with your first module. So I bought the $900 Legacy Builder program that gives me access to 4 streams of income. And the first email right out of the gate is start your Legacy Builder program. So you get your first module. It says community guidelines, tips and tricks, and then the very second module is your Zoom live calls, because we're interactive. We have a live calendar in our school community that shows you all the activities that we're doing weekly, the webinars, the tutorials, the web situations. So we're a live interactive community. Now, then after you get through the first and the Zoom, your very next one is I created those. Your very next one is so are you in the program? MG, are you in the program? How can I get someone to go through with the steps with me, just as they did with you? Okay, MG, are you in the program? Is that what I'm hearing? Because I feel like I'm taking you through I created those. So nobody showed me how to do it. The thing is this, it's so simple that I was able to upload the modules and do it myself. And you guys, I'm not techie. I didn't know how to do the domains and the GoDaddies and all that, but I will say this, it was so simple that my 53-year-old fiance, who has absolutely no social media skills, none. We both decided to do it because he lost his job as an independent adjuster for 13 years in the business. The biggest insurance firm let him go, and they haven't called him back. So I decided that we both should do it because both of us have 2 different audiences. He's a father of 2. I'm a realtor that's been in the business for years and years and years, and probably would resonate with more independent women who have done everything that they can, single moms, right? And so I chose to do my own my own campaign, and he did too. And so now that's where we're at. But I'm telling you, it's so easy that you just follow the modules. Okay, MG, you say I have almost 1,000 followers and I'm just trying to figure out how to set everything up. So I don't understand what you're saying, MG, because I didn't know how to set everything up either, but I bought the blueprint and it shows you. So if you you have to be coachable, right? You have to be coachable. You have to be willing to have a CEO mindset, and you have to be willing to spend 2 hours a day on your business. So I'm just trying to figure out how to set everything up. It's in the modules. I just simply went to Legacy Builder Program and started from module 1. I mean, if you have a link, do you have a link that shows you where your Freedom Machine is? Maybe you bought it from somebody who, you got to try the No Glasses Challenge. Oh, thanks, but I can't see. Yeah, I don't know, MG. I mean, it was so easy for me. All I did was just follow the directions. And like I said, my 53-year-old fiance who has no tech experience, I was so concerned that I was going to have to be setting him up along with me setting mine up. And he did it on his own. So I don't know. Here's what I would advise you to do, MG. Go into school, type into community, go to web tech, and there's a web tech section. Simply get a hold of Michelle S. and let her know if you're having setting everything up. I don't understand what you're talking about. So sorry, but that's the deal. Here's the deal, guys. DailyWealthOnline.com. It'll change your life. At least do this for yourself. It's an in-demand skill. I mean, honestly, if you're spending $100 a week on Netflix, Hulu, Fubo, I mean, I can look at your manifest that you get from the bank every week, and I could probably find you $600 a month. So I'm not going to take that as an excuse, because if that's an excuse that you have, then this isn't for you. Move on. Just get out of here, move on, right? Like, you don't have what it takes to think outside the box and to show that you're looking to benefit and to build a legacy for your family with just 2 hours a day. It's real simple. But here's the thing: DailyWealthOnline.com. Hit that follow button. Say, hey, MG, like I said, go hang out and go look in Classroom in the school community and see what it is that they can help you get off the ground and running. I'm sorry that you're not in my world. If you were in my world, you wouldn't feel this way. So that's it, you guys. Coming live to you from Tennessee. Thanks for being patient with me. Thanks for allowing me to come into your world. Like I said, hit that follow button. Make sure to follow me. We have a webinar coming up this week. If you want access to it, let me send you that link. But you simply go to dailywealthonline.com, enter your email, and we will see you tomorrow. Thanks so much, you guys.